Threading the needle. Threading the needle is the first basic step in learning how to sew. How is this done? Follow these steps. Step number 1. Cut one end of the thread at a slant. Moisten or roll it between your fingers until it becomes pointed on the end. So let's try. Using your scissors, cut the end of the thread in slant. There you go. Step number 2. Pass the thread through the eye of the needle. There. Or you may want to use needle threader for easy threading. So first, put the tail of the needle threader through the needle's eye. Thread through the tail of the needle threader. Then pull. There you go. Decide whether you want single thread for your sewing or double thread for your sewing. So it's better for us to use the double thread for sewing for the stitches to be strong and secure. So how do we do with a double thread? To sew with a double thread, make sure that the two ends of the thread are the same length with each other. And then cut. Cut the other end of the thread to get the desired length. This should be about the distance from the hand to the elbow. Having only such length will help prevent knots and tangles, which are usually formed when you use a longer thread. Knot tying. Tie a knot at the end of the thread. There are a lot of techniques that we can use in knot tying, but for now, I will be teaching you my version. Grab the end of the thread and clip it on the needle using your thumb. There. Twirl the remaining thread 3 times or more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It depends on how do you want your thread to look like. If you want a thick knot or just a small knot. Then, push the needle up, thread down, keep on clipping your thumb, and then there. Knot at the end of the thread. How do we sew using a backstitch? So first, make sure that the thread color matches your cloth. So I will be using a yellow thread for my yellow cloth. Stitch up. This is the purpose of the knot. And then since it's backstitch, stitch backward and then forward. So see, there's a space here for your stitch to move back. And then backward, forward. There. Backward, forward. Backward, forward. Backward, forward. Okay, this is how it looks like in front, and at the back it's overlapped. Now, if your thread is already short, it's time for us to lock the stitch. So, if this is the front part, you should lock at the back. So, how to lock? Okay. Stitch a little on the part where you ended the stitch, and then loop it or insert it on the loop, and then pull. Do it 2 to 3 times to secure the stitch. Insert on the loop and then pull. And then cut. Always remember that the knot and the lock will help secure your stitch.